La 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 lattes were a. La 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 lattes were a. La 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 lattes were a. Hey y'all, how y'all doing today in la 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 lattes world? Before we even get into the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you choose to, hit that cash app for the channel so I can give back to the channel, to support the channel, to make the channel even bigger than what the channel is or is going to be. I appreciate each and every one that decides to come through. Drop a like, drop a share, drop a subscribe, or subscribe. I'm sorry. You understand? Each and every one of you are appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Now, I was going to do a whole different video. But before I got on the camera to do the video, I got a phone call. Now, it's kind of crazy because when they say some things that try to come through and fuck up your day, that is the honest truth. Because you can be in a great space and out of nowhere here comes something to cause some turbulence. Now, I'm mad because, as all of you may know, my poor Price passed away. Right. Unfortunately, pets are just like humans. The same thing you have to go through to bury a human or cremate a human is the same thing you basically have to go through with a pet. Now, first of all, the thing that pissed me off when my dog actually had his situation, because what happened was Price had a seizure. Come to find out, I found out me and my dog is basically the same age. I'm 42, he 42. You understand what I mean? I had him for 6 years since I was able to hold him in my hand. Anyway, long story short, he had a seizure. So, humans have seizures, dog have seizures, basically the same thing. I came in here, my dog was fine, like fine, perfectly fine. Go in the kitchen to go make me some coffee and some eggs, come back. All of a sudden, I hear some flopping around in the cage. So I'm like, what is that noise? So the cat just wouldn't leave me alone. I have a cat named Sophie. Now, normally this cat don't like to be bothered by humans at all. She stays in her lane and we stay in ours. She know her place, we know ours, basically. Okay, but the cat kept bothering me to get me to come in the living room where Price was at. So I come, and as I'm walking to the living room, I hear a big thump, and I'm like, what the hell is that? What is Price in there doing? So I come in here, and I look in the cage, and when I tell you, my heart broke because my dog's head was flipped backwards and his body was basically spinning in a circle. Now, my dog is like my baby. If I wouldn't let my baby lay there and suffer, I'm not going to sit there and let my dog suffer as well. So I had to put my big girl panties on to be able to get my dog out of the cage, to be able to assist him. So now, thank God I was not here by myself and Deja was here with me, because I really don't have it. I'm a punk ass, let me put it that way. When it comes to certain things, I just can't do it. But being that was like one of my children, I had no choice. Right. So I takes him out the cage, and as I take him out the cage, he's still in the midst of having a seizure. Okay. We doing all type of searching Google to get in contact with the animal care facility to try to find out where I can take him to get assistance. I even called the police. Let me tell you about that. I called the police and let them know, listen, my dog having a seizure. I don't know what to do. On the phone, these people think I was, I guess, pranking, playing, until the man really realized how much I was boo-hooing on the phone and started to feel sorry for me and find other, outlets where I would be able to get assistance, because they like, listen, miss, this is 911. We don't come and arrest dogs. Like, anyway, I wound up calling one of the numbers, and my friend decided to come and help me get Price to where he needed to go. Now we get Price there. The people tell me, oh, our doctors is in surgery right now. There's no one available. So now Deja still has the dog in her arms at this point, wrapped in a towel. He's still having many seizures, eyes flicking, like, never seen my dog like this before. To the point, before we even left the house, Nene done told Deja how to perform CPR on the dog. And we in the house literally, and she's doing the 2 pumps to the chest and checking the pulse. Like, it was real serious in here. Anyway, once they didn't accept Price at that place, mind you, the people never even looked at him. I should fucking sue they ass. They gives us the address to another facility, which is 24 hours, and they have emergency care staff on hand. All right, so now we vroom from one side of town, from Manhattan, back to, the Bronx. Yeah, it was the Bronx. Back to Yonkers now, to the animal care emergency facility. We get them there. As soon as we get there with Price, before we could say anything, do anything, even have a conversation, a lady like, listen, can I take him? So she takes him, and they goes and proceed to run off to the back. Now, me and Deja is standing there like too nervous. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, when you're waiting for one of your family members to come out of surgery, that is one of our family members. Let me correct myself. When you're waiting for your family member to come out of surgery, and you're waiting for the doctor to come down that long hallway to give you the information or the results of how things turned out. You know that clammy feeling? Right. The whole time. So now maybe like 5 minutes later, somebody comes out and they like the assistant Price. They ask me his age, weight, how long I had him, type of dog, if he had any health issues, yada, 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 so on and so forth. So then the lady goes back inside. So now it's freezing outside. Do you hear me when I say it's freezing outside? It's freezing outside. Now, thank by the grace of God, at the end of the day, there was a vehicle that I was in where we was able to sit for a little while till I was able to find out what was going on. But it was running into the time of me having to get my kids off the bus as well. So I had to get home. So I'm sitting there nervous and as hell, basically. And the phone rings and I asked them, is he, how's he doing? So the lady notifies me that she gave him some seizure medication or whatever the case may be. And they're going to see how it works out. And if everything works out, then cool, no problem. That calmed my nerves a little bit because I felt like we still had a given fighting chance. You understand what I mean? So I start to proceed and make my way back home to get my kids off the bus. Right. In the process of me getting home, on my side of town, they decided to call me back. Now, I'm thinking or hoping they calling me back with some good news. And she's basically like, we gave him the seizure medication, and unfortunately, he started to seize again. He was good for about 5 minutes and then went right back. I don't know why, but my camera is trying to act funny on me today. But like I was getting into the story, I make my way home finally or whatever. Then I receive a phone call from them talking about somehow they basically the medication wasn't able to bring him through the seizures. But if I want to, basically, I can have them put him on life support for the low cost of $4,600 and something. So basically, you telling me I'm going to keep a brain dead dog? That's not happening. No way. That's not happening at all. So what we're going to do, we're going to start making some provisions to figure out how we can handle this situation. Sorry, y'all. How we can handle this situation. So she calls me back and she like, we could have him cremated and this, that, and third. Send him off. You could have him back in a couple of days. So I'm like, all right, cool. How much does that procedure cost? So she let me know, it costs $768 or whatever. So I'm like, bet. That's no big thing or whatever the case may be. Go, send my dog. Have him send him back. I come scoop the ashes, whatever. At first, I'm asking, okay, if he's already deceased and y'all having him cremated. What am I paying for? So she like to have him put in an urn. Miss, I don't need y'all to get my dog put in an urn. What I need y'all to do is get my dog cremated. I can get my own doggy fucking urn, right? So anyway, long story short, we wound up coming to the agreement that I was going to pay the $768. I'm sorry. So now, for the last couple of days, I've been waiting for these people to call me to let me know to come pick up my dog, which would have been this week, Friday, right? So now they called me this morning to let me know that basically if I still wanted to go ahead with the procedure. So I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, she like, do you still want to go ahead with the procedure far as getting the dog cremated? Miss, you mean to tell me my dog been sitting in that facility on rocks since the day he passed away? He has not been sent out as of yet to be cremated. I'm waiting to come and pick up the dog and y'all telling me y'all have not even sent the dog out. Are you serious? Like, what? Miss, do me a favor. Call who you need to call and let them know that you'll be sending my dog out so that way my dog can be tended to, because this is ridiculous. What? My dog passed the day before Thanksgiving. You mean to tell me it's now within the next weeks and you now calling me to ask me if I still want to have the dog cremated after I told y'all I wanted to have the dog cremated and y'all was so busy trying to sell me an urn that you forgot that you was actually supposed to deal with the dog? Frustrated much. Okay? What if that was your mama laying in there on ice for days and then somebody call you after you thinking that she already been taken care of and ask you, well, hey, what do you want us to do with your mom? She's still laying right here. You know, we got her. Oh, nah. I'm not even with it. But, long story short, now today they're going to send Price off to have him cremated. Hopefully. And then by next Friday, I should be able to go and get my fur baby. But he won't have any fur anymore. Right. Anyway, how y'all doing today? Hopefully y'all day started out way better than mine. Mine's actually didn't start out bad, but that was some real foul out bull crap that I had to deal with just now. You understand what I mean? Like, but on top of other things, I'm actually, or was actually, within a great space. And I hope that everyone is in a great space too. Listen, don't let nothing fuck with you. Don't let people rent space in your head that they're not paying for. Even if they was paying for the space, don't let them rent it to aggravate you. Period. It is too much shit going on to be having other people's shit play on your nerves. Me, for the last couple of weeks, I have to actually be proud of myself. Because out of sight, out of mind. Do you understand what I mean? Meaning, if I don't mentally put it there, then I can't mentally check on it. Whatever I put there, up there, is what will be processed. And I don't choose to process no BS. So I haven't been on any BS. So I shouldn't be receiving any BS to have to go through any BS. Xmas is coming. Xmas is coming. These kids, Xmas list already. Terrible. Azim tells me he's going to be getting him an iPhone X3000. We're in 2021, son. How much is that phone supposed to cost? Like $5,000, and you definitely got to be the only one in your league that's going to have it, because an iPhone X3000, for real. Judge wants a PC and a new phone. Mumu wants a PC. Like, have kids, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Yeah, it is. It really is, because if kids don't keep you nothing else, they sure keep you busy. Busy, 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 busy. Told y'all I wasn't going to look how I looked this morning. Hiya, what y'all think? What y'all think? You see, got my teeth in. Shine on me, shine on me, shine on me, shine on me, shine. Yeah, see? Sis done curl to a little weave achieve. Done put my little teeth in. Got my baby edges slicked. Yeah. That's what it is. I'm supposed to be putting this tree up today. That I am definitely going to accomplish with the children because they are looking forward to it. I'm supposed to be painting this frame today, y'all. Let me show you. Let me show y'all. I'm supposed to paint the frame. I'm going to paint this frame silver. Silver, it would be. So that way it will match with my living room. You know? Like everything else. I did these glass vases. I did this one. You see, I put the glitter thing on there like my cabinets. Yep. And I did this picture yesterday while my kids was in school. What y'all think? Is it nice? Is it nice? Is it nice? Is it nice? I like it. If you notice the tones of glitter up here is to match with the wall over there. Because as you can see, I have bedazzled my wall as well. Everything silver. Everything silver. Yeah. That's my plans to finish what I have started. I hope this thing is about right. I done moved y'all all over the place. You know? My goal in life is to be better at whatever it is that I choose to do. To be good and be great at whatever it is that I choose to do. Or basically do whatever it is that I choose to do at the best of my ability. You know, me and my girlfriend was having a conversation yesterday and she said something that sparked on me because we all go through things. Friends, family, relationships, this, that, and the third. But she said, I'm never going to let other people change who I am. Even though I change who I am sometimes to other people. Because everybody don't appreciate good people. Let's just go down that lane. But that doesn't stop a person from having to be a good person. You don't have to diminish your own character because somebody else's character does not match yours. You just change the people that you choose to deal with better characteristics. So we was talking about how you go through things with family and this, that, and the third. And basically, the people that hurt you the most is the people that you the closest to. Family firsthand. If we didn't care about them, nothing they did, said, or felt would affect us. But because we do care about them and they're the closest people to us, they're the easiest person, or they're the easiest people to be able to hurt us. Right? Would you care about somebody you didn't know out in the street? Hell no. What they said wouldn't make you know, never mind. Why? You don't know them. After that day, you probably never see them a day in your life. But it just be sad when you deal with stuff from people that's supposed to be the closest people to you. Like, a lot of times we fall or feel a certain type of way in our situations when it comes to family because sometimes we extend ourselves more than we are extended to. And it doesn't have to be on a financial stance. It can be on an emotional stance, or as far as just being there for a person. A lot of people see me, my thing is, I'm that person that when you call, I'm obedient. Period, point blank. I ask all the questions once I get there. So if I feel somebody is not moving the same way when it comes down to me, I'm going to have a problem with that. Like, of course, that's just a natural feeling. Because if one hand washes the other and both hands are supposed to wash the face, I should never feel like I'm washing my face by myself when I've helped others wash their face as well. Especially when you're a person that don't do things for clout, notability, what's the word? Notoriety. To be able to say you did some shit for somebody else, basically. It will be effective if you're one of those people that feel that you're the one that's there for everybody. But when it comes down to you, you by your damn self. That's why when you see me, I'm by myself or I'm with my kids. Don't get me wrong. I have people that I associate and I am very close to that I don't have to say they're no longer my friends. I accept them in as my family because sometimes it's not the family that you give it. It's the family that you make. You see, God give you family through blood, but then he also give you the luxury of picking up family members along your own path. Do you understand? And sometimes the ones you pick up along your path is better than the ones that you're given. It's better than the ones that you given. Now, basically, back to the conversation that me and her was having. She said in that conversation, no matter what nobody do for me, to me, or around me, I'm not going to allow that to change me. I am still going to aspire to be the best me at everything that I can be. The best friend, the best sister, the best mother. Do you understand where I'm going with this? If you're going to do something, do it to the best of your ability. Regardless to what the situation is. If you going in half-assed, then you automatically going to be half-assed in people. If you're not going into the situation to be the best person that you can be to the people that you're dealing with, then what's the point? What's the point? And she honestly had me thinking a little differently because a lot of people that know me, and for those that don't, I have this natural, once I don't care, I don't give a fuck. Excuse my language. Sorry, but that's just the overall. And sometimes it's actually best because it's a protection agent for me. The less I care, the less I feel. Because when I feel about something, I'm very emotional about it. And my emotions will have me acting like a fool. Do you hear me? To the point, veins busting, screaming, yelling to try to get my point across. And the most disrespectful thing that a person can do when you're expressing your feelings is try to go shot for shot. Because see, sometimes you're not expressing your feelings for a tit for tat situation. I did this for you, you did that for me. Sometimes you're just expressing your feelings to let another person know, I need you to be here for me. And there's nothing wrong with that. Now, the response that you get from the person, that's where it goes wrong. Do you understand? That's where it definitely goes wrong. So I had to learn, and I'm still learning, be you regardless to how anybody else is being. You don't have to be angry. You don't have to be miserable, but you do have to be you. And within being you, don't let nobody change the you that you have went so hard to become and to be. You just have to know where and how to leave people where they stand. And there's nothing wrong with distancing yourself in situations where you feel they don't measure up. That don't mean y'all not cool no more. That don't mean you don't fuck with them no more. That don't mean that y'all don't have a relationship. It just means that that's not a person you choose to put on your front line because they're not in the front line for you. But now that you no longer feel that you are putting them on the front line, you're not going to feel any type of way when they don't show up on the front line because you're not expecting them to be there. When you're expecting something versus when you already know what it is, it's two different outcomes. That's like when that's when a dude, a guy, is messing with a female. If he let her know what it is, or vice versa, she let a person know what it is in the beginning, whatever you choose to accept with those arrangements in play, you can't be mad because you knew. Now, if you're involved in a situation and something takes place and you didn't know anything, that's something totally different. You can't be held accountable for something that you did not know. Right? Right. Same thing, same thing. So, with that being said, I'm about to go get me something to eat before these kids come home from school. You understand what I mean? La 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 lattes were remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. The Cash App is in the description in case you want to, help me build, help me build, help me build, help me build. And I'm out. La 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 lattes were